Granular Bioorganic Chicken Manure and Banana Peel, or Musaparadisiaca, an alternative to complete fertilizer or 14-14-14 for rice production. This study focused on determining the level of effectiveness of the granular bioorganic chicken manure and banana peel mixture as an alternative to complete fertilizer for rice production. Here is our overview. According to the study of Gutierrez et al., entitled The Rice Planting Window in the Philippines, an analysis using multi-temporal SAR imagery, rice is one of the major agricultural crops in the Philippines. In addition, according to the study conducted by Dimas last 2021, it is the staple food for most of the 112.1 million Filipinos. Although there were disruptions of COVID-19 pandemic in the agricultural sector, there is an increase in rice production and yield per hectare of rice in the Philippines, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority. However, the higher cost and reduced access to agricultural inputs compel rice farmers and entrepreneurs to sell their harvest products at higher costs. However, not all can conform to the constantly rising prices of these energy inputs and products. For this reason, offering an economic and organic alternative to one of the inputs, which is the complete fertilizer, is a way to address this problem. The application of chemical and organic fertilizer has both positive and negative effects on plant growth and the soil. Chemical fertilizers, also known as inorganic, synthetic, commercial, or artificial fertilizers, are made from inorganic materials. Its usage has been proven effective as it offers high nutrient content with predictable results and is taken rapidly by plants. However, excessive use of synthetic fertilizers may result to soil carbon loss, organic soil matter reduction, compaction of soil, nitrogen leaching, and serious degradation of soil. On the other hand, organic fertilizers offer multiple benefits, such as improvement in the productivity of soil, increased soil nutrient availability, and the decomposition of harmful elements. It is beneficial than artificial fertilizers for the reason that it preserves soil properties and increases soil productivity. Be that as it may, it still has a number of shortcomings, such as low nutrient content, slow decomposition, and different nutrient compositions depending on the organic materials compared to chemical fertilizers. Nevertheless, the use of natural fertilizer as an alternative to complete fertilizer is a substantial solution to high-priced fertilizers, for it is relatively economical and safer than the counterpart. According to the study of Zhang et al., the Mosaic Company, and Zhu et al., the nutrients needed for rice production are nitrogen for plant growth and development, phosphorus or phosphate for root development, flower formation, seed production and resistance to plant diseases, and potassium or potash for cell growth and quality improvement. According to EcoChem, one of the excellent fertilizers containing these nutrients is manure. There are various types of manure, but chicken manure is the most preferable as it is an excellent source of N, P, and K, and can also supply calcium, magnesium, and so forth. Research regarding chicken manure as a variable for organic fertilizer has been approved and accepted by the agricultural community and has been widely implemented and used by our local farmers and several agriculturists all over the country. Furthermore, banana peels or Musaparadisiaca can also be a good source of calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and iron. It has a high potassium content, which will complement the chicken manure for lacking K content. Consequently, the mixture of these variables can be a bioorganic alternative to complete fertilizer as it contains all the main nutrients essential for rice cultivation. Hence, the objectives of this study were to determine the level of effectiveness of granular chicken manure and banana peel mixture as an alternative fertilizer for rice production, create a comparative analysis between the yields produced with the alternative fertilizer and complete fertilizer, and assess the advantages, disadvantages, and effects of granular bioorganic chicken manure and banana peel mixture on rice cultivation through observation. For our methodology, this study used an evaluative experimental method to identify the effectiveness of using chicken manure with banana peel as an alternative to complete fertilizer. Evaluative method was used in determining the level of effectiveness and compatibility of using chicken manure and banana peel mixture, while the experimental method was used to determine which formula of the organic fertilizer mixture was the most effective. When preparing the organic fertilizer mixture, the chicken manure was air dried for 8 months and was transported in bags a week prior to application. Then, the banana peels was acquired from vendors of banana-based products and was separated from its neck to attain the maximum amount of potassium. Moreover, it was manually stripped before solar drying for 3 to 5 days. 3 days prior to the application of this organic fertilizer, the air-dried chicken manure and solar-dried banana peel was mixed in varying amounts in accordance with the standard quantity of each variable applied to its respective treatments. For the mainland preparation, the total area of the setting of experiment was 48 square feet, which was divided into 4 equal parts corresponding to respective treatments. After dividing and cleaning the area for the experiment, the land for each treatment was dug 1 foot below the ground to optimize the growth of the seedlings to be transplanted and thoroughly cultivate the soil. To conveniently puddle the land, 5 pails of water were poured in each treatment. After the dug soil was placed back in the narrow pit after tilling or refining it. In an attempt to make the modified paddy field similar to the growing environment of rice plants, the researchers transported sacks of soil from an actual rice field to the setting of the study, where these were combined to the seedbed and modified paddy fields for the 4 treatments. Then, it was leveled by hand after reaching the desired and standard consistency for the field. As an experimental research, the natural resources found in the local area were used in this study. It was applied in 4 varying treatments. One is the complete fertilizer applied simultaneous with the application of fertilizer on rice fields in Pamplona, Camarines Sur. Soil analysis was not conducted due to the limited duration of experimentation, observation, and resources of the researchers. The second treatment was a mixture of 1.225 kilograms of 8-month-old chicken manure and 0.5 kilograms of banana peel. The third treatment was a combination of 2.45 kilograms of chicken manure and 1 kilogram of banana peel. And the last treatment was a 3.675 kilograms of chicken manure and 1.5 kilograms of banana peel mixture. These variables, excluding in the first treatment, was applied 3 days prior to transplanting. To ensure that the seeds to be tested, incubated, and planted are pure, small rocks, hard soil, and other impurities were manually removed by the researchers through handpicking before conducting seed variability testing. After conducting seed variability testing in 3 days after incubating, the seeds were broadcast on the prepared seedbed plot to let them sprout into seedlings. For the application of fertilizer, 3 days before transplanting the seedlings, the organic fertilizer was applied in varying amounts. 26 days after broadcasting the seeds, the complete fertilizer was also applied in varying amounts. 0.50 kilograms in treatment 1 and 0.55 kilograms in treatment 2. 3 days after the application of the organic fertilizer, the seedlings were transplanted onto the 4 modified paddy fields using the dibbling method. There were 50 hills in each treatment with a 30 cm by 12.5 cm spacing, composing 7 seedlings per hill. After transplanting, an observation sheet in matrix form was used to record pertinent data and provide information about the variables asked in this study. For the first to 5th weeks after transplanting the seedlings, 4 to 6 pails of collected rainwater were poured in each treatment every 5 to 45 p.m. as an alternative irrigation method. Every week, the researchers were also manually deleting the whole area of the experiment to utilize the absorption of nutrients by plants. To keep the birds, rodents, insects, and chickens from eating and damaging the plants, the researchers put up a fence made of used sacks and reusable nets as a protection for each treatment. Then, after 11 weeks of nourishing the plants and observing their growth weekly, the ripe rice grains were harvested manually, then weighed on a digital weighing scale. The gathered data and yield count for every treatment were then analyzed and compared with the researchers to meet the objectives of this study. For our findings, considering the average height, rate of growth, and rate of water absorption, which influence the water retention in the soil and the overall state of the rice plants, the results revealed that among the 4 kinds of treatments, the treatment with an application of both the organic fertilizer and the complete fertilizer, or the OF plus CF, was the most effective, followed by the treatment with the pure standard application of the organic fertilizer, or the SOF, then SOF with an additional application of the organic fertilizer, or SOF plus EP, and lastly, the treatment with a pure application of the complete fertilizer. The results also revealed that the treatment with the heaviest product yield on a fresh weight basis was the treatment with a standard application of organic fertilizer, or SOF, followed by the treatment with an application of both organic and complete fertilizer, then SOF with an additional application of the organic fertilizer, and lastly, the treatment with an application of pure complete fertilizer. It was also found that regardless of amount, the application of organic fertilizer on rice cultivation increased the rate of growth of plants, water absorption, panicle initiation, and development to maturity of grains. It also made the soil less compact, improving the aggregate stability of the soil. Moreover, insects and pests were less attracted to the treatments with organic fertilizer applications. However, due to the natural slow release of nutrients, asynchronous growth of plants were observed. Various weeds also emerged first in treatments with organic fertilizer application. Furthermore, although abundant, the preparation and utilization of the organic chicken manure and banana peel took 1 to 3 weeks, unlike the complete fertilizer, which was immediately utilized. These conclusions, the findings endorse that the treatment with an application of both organic fertilizer and complete fertilizer generated the highest level of effectiveness compared to the treatments with a pure application of either complete or organic fertilizer. According to the published article entitled 3 Reasons for Adopting a Hybrid Fertilizer Program, a self-sustaining ecosystem can be achieved with the right application of both organic and synthetic fertilizer. As the chemical fertilizer provides the immediate nutrients that the plants need, while the organic fertilizer supplies long-term nutrients for the microorganisms to thrive in the soil. However, when it comes to product yields, the most effective treatment was the standard application of fertilizer. It also had the highest number of panicle initiations during the plant's reproductive phase. Regardless, it was also included that the application of organic fertilizer in rice farming mainly affects and influences the plants from seedling to maturity, the quality of the soil, and the yields produced. Compared to the complete fertilizer, it is more cost efficient, safe, and abundant. However, it is inconvenient to prepare for the farmers and offers uncertain nutrient availability for the plants. Thus, actual nutrient requirement may or may not be met. For our recommendation, to increase the rate of growth, improve the physiological resistance of plants, ameliorate the quality of soil, enhance the water uptake of plants, and save costs in fertilizer application, rice farmers may use formulated organic chicken manure and banana peel along with the application of complete fertilizer. To harvest higher crop yields and increase the income of rice farmers, the formulated standard application of granular chicken manure and strip banana peel mixture as an alternative to complete fertilizer may be used. According to an interview conducted by the researchers with a rice farmer for approximately 2 decades, the average number of complete fertilizer applied to 1 hectare is 2 bags. In lieu of this, farmers could buy and apply only 1 bag of complete fertilizer, while the SOF would provide the rest of the required nutrients. To reduce the expense of farmers' fertilizer applications and improve the overall quality of rice paddies, organic fertilizer can be applied. However, collecting the variables needed, preparing this kind of fertilizer, and utilizing it in the soil and plants takes at least 2 to 3 weeks. Hence, prior application and preparation by the farmers must be done. That would be all. Best regards. Thank you for listening.